So it's Thursday right now. We're currently excavating Michael's house, getting ready to make the foundation so that they can pour it whenever that's happening.
We got concrete on the way. We've never been this ready before, so it's kind of a weird feeling, a little bit uncomfortable almost. But we've dug our hole for the new house. We've got a nice long driveway. Look at that driveway. It's 180 feet long. And we have the hole, the huge hole. We'll have to show you the sand pile I created back there. But we're pouring the footings today. Anyways, you can kind of see in there, we have a lot of jogs here and there, and it's going to be somewhat grand. But this is the first step of the process. It's the excavating and get that first pour. You ready, Charlie? I'm going to be holding the chute. Zach is going to be awkwardly standing around, but we'll find something for you. So that's about it. That's where we're at. There's our forms. We're going to be building the foundation of those. So there. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, we didn't get stuck.
We did it! Another one bites the dust. We're using our new tool. Usually we go around with a little concrete rake and just vibrate the concrete, but that tends to leave it not quite so flat, which isn't an issue. It makes it a little harder to stack ICF. So we have this new 16-foot aluminum screed, and now I'm making it basically perfectly flat for 16 feet, which flat is good usually. So
pour is complete. I got the concrete truck got stuck. But other than that, it worked okay. We had to use the skid steer to dump it. Now we're getting the rebar in. I just collapsed the corner over there, so that one is what it is at this point. We'll dig it out later. And we just gotta get this rebar in before that concrete gets hard, which seems like we're gonna be okay.
Well, I was gone on Friday. I was at a wedding, but looks like they got all the forms done. Looks pretty nice. Got a way to get across finally. Got the trailer down here. As annoying as it is to get everything down here, it's actually really fun to have our just a little setup down here. Secluded from everything. A nice view. Wind. Extremely hot because it's super sunny and like 85 degrees out right now. But it's pretty nice.
All right, happy Memorial Day. We are starting the actual footings for the house now. So we got our frost wall. This is a walkout area here. The frost is gonna be coming from this level, protruding down, trying to lift this foundation up. That's why we have to have it protected so far down. We start by chalking lines where the walls go. Then we stack these ICF forms. On top of that, then we get the lengths of them perfect. Then we can backfill and then spray foam our seams there. We have some very dangerous spray foam on this project. One of them just blew up for no particular reason. It was a little bit warm, I guess, but whatever. So once we have these all straightened out, everything looking good, we're gonna just backfill it before we fill the cavities with concrete. It's a 6-inch core. And yeah, it should work out. I don't know. I don't see why not. Beautiful day. This.
And then we could have some Bob Tickle and music in the background.
Gotta be chill music. A lot of that has made it inside. Okay. Oh, there it is. Stop it. Very nice. Very nice.
Looks great.
She's all ready to go. The one thing we don't have is concrete. So that's why I'm relaxing. I'm getting a little hungry for lunch. But I'm staying cool in the shade. And we're just kind of wrapping up some loose ends. Charlie's spray foaming the end caps of the Forma drain. Tough time remembering the name of that. Tough time. But anyways, that Forma drain is nice stuff because you leave those forms in the ground. They have holes on the outsides of them so the water can drain into that. Not gonna happen because it's a sand pile. But in theory, it would drain into that, go into the sump basket, pump it out. And then we don't have to pull them out. So very convenient. But we're just enjoying the beautiful nature and waiting. We're just waiting.
It's a weird feeling.
Do you have anything to add, Charlie?
I'm hungry, but we're gonna push through. I'm glad we got a pump truck. It makes things a lot less stressful.
By the time that this thing airs, we're gonna have between 0 and a million followers.
What are we doing, Michael?
Thanks for asking, Zach. We're stacking ICF, internal concrete forms. They're a lot like Legos. They click together just like Legos, except for if you look on the end of it, that gets a cap eventually. See by Charlie there?
We ran out of concrete, so we had to call another one. We have a concrete truck coming. We were trying to straighten the whole wall before it dries, but now the concrete truck's here, and it also started raining. So we'll see what happens.
We did it! It was fighting us a little bit. I like to set the form so that they are tipping in just slightly after the pour has finished. Well, before the pour, I'll tip them in intentionally, so then we have to push them out. Somehow after we poured, I managed to have all the forms tipping out. So we had to push them from the outside back in and use some 2x4s and stuff to make sure they're in the right spot. But now I think it is in the right spot. And yeah, I just think we haven't missed anything. I think we're good. We'll pop some forms off on Monday. It's gonna be a good time. To pour the concrete truck couldn't get up here. because it was a little too sandy on the driveway. So we had to skid steer everything up. And then that was weird. Not my favorite pour. Maybe get a pump next time. That might solve some problems. And make sure the driveway is good. All right.